All right, we have another fun one to kind of look at, and let me help you kind of process through a little bit. Let's look at the cotangent of the inverse sine of -1/3. What do we do with this? Well, again, this inverse function is basically asking us whose angle produces a -1/3. And for me, sometimes it helps to make sense a little bit is to draw that out. So let's draw a triangle. It's a -1/3 sine, and that's between our parameters, between pi halves and pi half, or negative pi halves, pi halves. And it's in the fourth quadrant is where that's at. So I'm going to draw a triangle. Basically, I'm creating a right triangle with some angle theta, and that's what I'm asking. Whose angle produces a -1/3? And so here it is. Here's my distance of 1, and it goes down, so that's a point -1/3. And then I have a value of this, or sorry, that's not 1/3. It's sine. Sorry about that. I was talking about its angle, which is -1/3, which means that it's its opposite over its hypotenuse. And that value, it's a 1, it's in the negative direction, which gives me in the third quadrant. So whose angle does that? There's some more information we can find out. So we can find out this side right here. That side is basically going through and doing an x squared plus a y squared equals radius squared, which in this case is 3 squared. Y squared is 1, so x squared plus 1 squared equals 9. X squared equals 8. X equals 2√2. So now I know what this length is right here. It's a 2√2. And from this, I got this information from understanding the inverse of the sine. I'm asking whose angle produces a -1/3. Here's some angle. It produces a sine of -1/3. From that, I was able to find that third sine. And now I'm looking at is the cotangent. What's the cotangent of this angle? And the cotangent, if we remember that, was the x value over the y value. And the x value in this case was √2 over 2. Its y value is 1, but it's in a negative direction, so it's a -1. So my final solution would be -2√2. So the composite function, where I'm taking the cotangent and the inverse of sine of -1/3, equals -2√2. So I hope you're kind of understanding that strategy a little bit. Again, with practice, the strategy will start to make sense a little bit. And after you do several of these problems, you're going to come back to this video and go, oh yeah, I see exactly what he's doing. I get it now. And that's what we want. We want you to get it.